What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video, creating a sketch illustration of Piccolo from Dragon Ball. Let's begin today's drawing by adding some guidelines to help with the balance and symmetry of the head. We're going to start by sketching a line coming down the center of our page. So we'll start from the very top. We're just going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom. Now along the top, let's add another line going across from left to right. Now we're going to use these two lines to help us create a large circle for the top of the head. From that center point, let's step up towards the top of the circle. Just going to mark that off. Now you want to measure that distance from the center down towards the bottom and do the same thing. Let's repeat that across this horizontal line. So measuring the distance from the center over towards the left, so right about here, and then the right side. Now let's connect the center point of each mark with a curve to create our circle. So we'll start with the top left. And the circle doesn't have to be perfect. You can always go back and just readjust the shape. We just want to get the right size and placement along the top of our page. Let's move out to the side of our circle, draw another line coming straight down. And then we'll add another line going across the bottom of our circle. And this is where we're going to place the eyes. Now from here we start blocking out the facial features. Let's start with the inside of the brow. From that center line along the bottom, let's step over toward the left, bend the brow coming in and then up towards the middle, go to the right and do the same thing. Now from here it's going to bend the eye. We're going to go up and then bend it out towards the outside line and do the same thing on the right. Let's round up the side of the brow. So going around and then in towards the circle. Now you want to follow that same curve along the top, coming in and then down. Just going to lightly sketch this in. From the outside of the brow, let's step in, draw a straight angled line, coming down and then in towards that bottom line. From the inside of the brow along the bottom, draw a short angled line coming down and out along the inside of the eye. Now to connect the outside to the inside with a curve, we're going to come in and then bend that down. Let's tuck the eyes in along the top of the brow. Starting on the left, we're going to draw a small half circle. And do the same thing on the right. Now in between the brow, we're going to go all the way down that center line towards the nose. Just going to angle the nose going up and out toward the left and right side. And then on the left side, we're going to add a curve coming in and up towards that center line. From the tip of the nose, let's step down, draw a straight line going across the mouth. Now I just want to bend down the corners of the mouth. I'm going to step over, angle it down and out on either side. Step down, draw a straight line going across the lip. Now I just want to locate the chin. We're going to come all the way down to right about here. Just going to draw a straight line going across. Now we're going to add some shape to the outside of the head. Starting from the bottom of the brow, just going to angle the head coming down and then in towards the jaw. And do the same thing on the right. Now let's slope the jaw, coming down and then in towards the chin. Now we're going to go back up to the top and draw in the ears. Let's start halfway between that center line and the brow. Draw a straight angle line going up and then out towards the tip of the ear. Let's draw that same length line over on the right. From the tip of the ear, it's going to come down and then in towards the bottom line. And we'll angle the ears coming back down and in towards the jaw. Now let's add in those antennas. We're going to start from that center line. On either side, we're going to draw a small circle. From the center of that circle, let's add a guideline for the antenna coming across the ear and then down. So go out and then bend that down just past the ear. And then do the same thing on the right. Now we want to go back and add some thickness to those antennas. Starting from the top of the circle, just going to trace that curve coming down, round out the tip, and just trace this back in towards the top. Now we're going to go underneath the earlobes. We're going to slope the neck. We're going to curve this out and then down. Do the same thing on the right. I'm going to go halfway up the side of the neck, slope the shoulders, going out and down. Now that we have our rough sketch, I'm going to go back and lightly erase some of these guidelines. I'm just going to clean this up so we can get a better look at our proportions. Now we're going to use this rough sketch as a guide to help us add some more detail and refine the shape. Now I'd like to start with the inside edge of the eye. So we're going to start with the brow. I'm going to fold that up in the middle. Another fold in the center. And just working our way out towards the outside of the brow. Adding some folds along the top. Just work our way down along the side of the eyes. Just going to give this a little bit of a bend and some thickness. I'm just going to add those shadow lines just underneath the eyes. I'm just going to add a fatter tip to those antennas. Just making it a little bit wider. Just going to add some folds inside the ear. We're just going to add a little bit more detail to the collarbones. Now I'm just going to go back and clean up our drawing one final time before I add some more detail and shading. I'm going to move to the side edge of our pencil and add some shadows. We're going to start with the inside of the ears, starting from the top. Just going to darken that up and just fade that down towards the bottom. So the shadows are going to be a little bit darker along the top of the ear. We'll add that shadow in between the eyes. I just want to darken up the left side of the nose on the top. And then the nose is going to cast a shadow across the top. So to come down almost like a V shape towards the mouth. And again, just darkening up the top. And then fading that down. And we're just going to work that shadow across the jawline. just bring that shadow in on the right side to create a little bit of a highlight along the jawline. And now the head's going to cast a shadow across the neck. So we just want to darken up the top and then just blend that down. Going in towards the center. I'm just going to create a little bit of a reflection along the inside of the brow and the head. Just inset from the edge. You can also do the same thing across the jawline. Now as we get near the end, we're just going to darken up our contours and then we'll amplify the borders of our shadows, and always be sure to sign our artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Piccolo from Dragon Ball. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single week. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.